That's right.
Have another drink, it'll make you feel better. Have another drink and you feel alright. If you feel down and you're under the weather, have another drink and you feel alright.
Yes, indeed. Have another drink. It's Jimmy Santangelo.
We do have a sponsor.
Good morning.
We do have a sponsor. It's brought to you by High West Distillery in Park City, Utah, featuring the Campfire Blended Whiskey.
Well, that's what Jimmy, who is the proprietor, the impresario, the chief cook and bottle washer at Wine Academy of Utah. That's where he left this on my porch, a little mason jar filled with whiskey, a campfire whiskey from High West, right?
Yeah, that's right. We're featuring the High West Campfire Whiskey. You know, High West, we are just spoiled because it's like, oh, it's High West. It's just right up the street. Mm-hmm. But not everybody in the country has that same opportunity. High West was only available to everybody in the United States and even across the planet up only until a few years ago. Last 3 to 5 years, it was more readily available. And I don't know, have you guys had a campfire before?
I have.
I've not.
Yeah,
what is this?
So this is a blend, Carrie, of three separate whiskeys combined, married together. You've got the richness of a bourbon, then you've got the spiciness of a rye, and then in a unique fashion, you have Scotch. You know, some Scotches come across a little smoky and peaty. It's this nice little campfire smoke that comes through. Well, that's what this Scotch has, blending into the profile of the campfire whiskey. So it's a blend of three whiskeys.
I've just put it over a little bit of ice this morning, just to kind of give it a little. Because
aromatically, you might get just a whiff of that smoke.
Yeah, I can smell the smoke in it. Yeah,
Smells like a campfire.
Smells like that's right. And these are whiskeys that are aged between 4 and 8 years in a combination of both new and second used oak charred barrels, so made in a real traditional manner. But the uniqueness here is the addition of an international whiskey, a Scotch whiskey, blended into whiskeys based here in the U.S. And that's a real unique way to blend and create the campfire, which has been out for a number of years. We love it. We use it in cocktails, and it has an opportunity now. The interesting thing is High West is slightly going to change their portfolio and their distribution. Campfire is going to be more of a limited release nationwide, but you'll always be able to get it here in the state of Utah, which is kind of cool.
This is you take this just straight like I did without ice.
That's what I've been doing.
I just took it straight. It really it'll just blow your pipes right out. I mean, anything that's clogging you up, it's great.
But Jimmy has a couple cocktails where he suggests that we mix it with, right?
Yeah.
What do we got, Jimmy?
We've got a couple here. I did post these online on social media for you guys to take a look at, tagged at X96. The campfire and coffee. I love coffee and whiskey, especially you just put a little bit of simple syrup in there. In this case, 1 ounce of the campfire, 1 ounce of the sugar and the raw simple syrup. Fill it up with coffee, your mug or your glass, leaving just a little gap at the top of the glass. And then in a mason jar, take heavy whipping cream, give it a couple of shakes, and just float that cream on top. Now, what this drink is you get the chill of the cream on the lips, the heat of the coffee, and the sting of the whiskey, and that smoky toastiness just lingers throughout the palate. It's a great way to start the day.
Yeah, it sure is.
That's good. That's good. And then you can make a Manhattan with this, you say, huh?
You know me, I'm a big Manhattan fan.
Exactly.
And a smoky Manhattan where it's a 2-to-1 recipe, so 2 ounces of the campfire, 1 ounce of an Italian sweet vermouth. And instead of Angostura bitters, head down to Boustique, and you'll be able to get a nice selection of bitters, and go get that cocoa or chocolate bitters. And it just adds a nice little deeper profile that combines with the smoky and toastiness of this whiskey.
Ooh.
It's really tasty stuff. It's
It is.
very
It
good.
is.
I'm surprised. This is the first time I've had it just straight. I've had it in a cocktail of some kind before. I like it straight. It's great.
It's a good sipper for sure after dinner or first thing in the morning.
Indeed. As
So
I've just experienced, yes.
What's this?
what
What's the
events
booze?
do you
What's
have
the booze
going on
buyer's
here?
guide? You have a booze buyer's
So
guide.
every year
that's
we
out.
release the Booze Buyer's Guide, and we post it to the website. It's under the X96 tab at the wineacademyofutah.com. So just go to the website, click on the X96 tab, and you'll see the Booze Buyer's Guide, where we help you select different wines and spirits for that special someone. We do that every year. This is our 5th year running with it. We even do consumer tasting classes where you can try before you buy, and it's a lot of fun. And there's a lot of exciting new products that we're featuring here that are available in the state. And in fact, if anybody has any questions, once a year we always do free wine consultation for you. We give you our best 5 minutes, whether it's over a Zoom call or a phone call or even email back and forth. Reach out to the Wine Academy of Utah, info@wineacademyofutah.com, and we'll be able to set up a consult to help you in your buying decisions for the holiday period.
But you can't ask for anything nicer than that.
Give
Absolutely.
the gift of booze.
Yeah. So if you're unclear about that, there are a lot of people who are they don't drink hardly at all, or they just don't drink, but they want to give booze to their friends who do, but they don't know what to buy or how to do it. This is perfect. Just go to wineacademyofutah.com.
I think it'll be great.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great service. Jimmy.
And Jimmy, my wife sends her thanks to you because you've introduced her to her new favorite red, The Prisoner.
Love the prisoner.
Really is good.
I've now been charged with, when you see it, buy it. So
During
That's
there you
right.
go.
That's right. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you.
We should point out that the High West line of booze, not cheap. They are not inexpensive spirits, are they, Jimmy?
No, they do come in at a premium price point. And this Saturday, just to leave you guys with this, their High Country Single American Malt's being released. And it's one of the best in the country. So you can get that up there at their either wine ship or at the downtown Main Street location in Park City.
Ooh,
Cool.
okay.
All right. Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you, Jimmy.
You got it, guys. Thanks.
Have another drink, it'll make you feel better.
wineacademyofutah.com.
Alright, if you feel down and you're under the weather, have another drink and you feel alright.